Hello, traders. Welcome to the stream. Happy President's Day. Happy George Washington Day. That's what it used to be. So, yeah, hype in the chat for all the presidents, man. But the stock market's closed today, so all we can really talk about is crypto. Maybe the futures. German futures all-time highs again. Gold's kind of flat. I mean, it's up a little bit. It's flat, dude. So, yeah, not much market activity today. Bitcoin is, flirting with its lowest daily candle close since January 13th, but it might not. It might be the lowest close since February 11th. So, we'll take a look at it. Full screen. Holy crap, man. Look, I got this new desk. It's so cool. Right? And I've got the, the bull and the bear in the middle. It's like a statue. So, yeah. Pretty cool. Got these vases this weekend. One on the other side, too. You can't see it. And obviously, the Sword of 1,000 S coins right there. But, yeah, just got a new layout back there, man. Okay, let's get the full screen for charts. Here it is. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, this is where we are. Trading the same price we were trading at November 21st, December 8th, December 22nd, January 6th, February 5th. I mean, this is a heart rate monitor, a big range, 90 plus day large range, low point 90K, high point 106 to 108K. And we're just not at the bottom, not at the top. Kind of the worst area ever to be if you care about risk management, because we want to be at inflection points to be able to do that. So you still have that white cost.
George Washington and that sweet new desk.
Andrew 3, man, thanks for the $5 super chat. Or is that, yeah, super chat. Thank you, dude. Thank you, man. Oh yeah, the new desk, man. They were on back order or something, so it took a while to come back or to come by to be shipped here. Cam's in full screen. Holy crap, man. I can't believe it. No charts today. Yeah, we're not going to look at charts. Just going to look at my ugly mug. All right, the whole stream. Go ahead and rage quit. So, I guess the story today would be a couple things. Ethereum's short-term decoupling, where, dang, man, it's up 3% right now. What? And then Solana down at the lows, 7+%. Broke support, very nasty. Just it looked like Doge before it crashed. So those are the two big underlying themes of the day for the crypto market. Again, stock market's closed, so it's about what we have. We can take a gander. Well, we can look at the other Bitcoin charts too. One chart just being, okay, the 4 hour, you still have, pretty freaking textbook Wyckoff distribution, right? You're in the phase D right now of Wyckoff distribution. The final phase would be phase E, but you got to see 90K again to really feel more confident about this. They pump this thing up. Look, man, I don't think there's anything wrong with identifying a Wyckofian structure and understanding there are thresholds of the structure that would invalidate it or affirm it, validate it. So you have a very real argument for textbook Wyckoff distribution. The threshold for invalidation, I believe, would probably be buyers recapturing looking like, 103 to 104, right? The top of the range. Right, this is the real range. This is the upthrust after distribution. Okay, they're upthrusting through the top of the range, not once but twice. Last point supply. So that is very valid a potential argument. Okay, and so I would think despite anything that happens, whether it's a fake out or not, you would think the big battle for Middle Earth would not be here. Osgiliath, it would be down here at Minas Tirith, right? This is where all the liquidity is shown by historical price action correlation to this level. So I don't think we're quite there yet. You would probably want to see a drawdown to this level, and if you can get, okay, it breaks down, they could break it and it's real, and we're going way lower, or we get down there, same type of price action, but then they recapture, reconfirm, and then we're gone. Then it was a head fake, and we're all good. But where we are right now, there's just to try to do something like buying Bitcoin. You're just at a casino flipping a coin, hoping that the coin lands on the side you picked. That's it, black or red. And that's what sucks, man. Because what we're here to do is not try to forecast. We're here to construct trading plans with good risk management. Reasoning behind it. And right now there's just no real reason, long-term holder, okay, bro, but for the swing trader, there's not really a trading plan one can construct here that makes any sense at all. So we still just have to wait, right? It's all about the comet. It makes its way around the solar system. We're waiting for it to be visible to the naked eye. That's when it's actionable for setup. And that can take 20 years, 15 years, 100 years, right, for that proverbial comet to come around. But eventually it does, and opportunity presents itself again. But we're just not there yet. It's still on its way back to Earth, the comet. So we're waiting patiently for something to develop that would be conducive for a swing trade or position trade or re-entry. Okay? It's very choppy. Why is it taking so long for Elon's new baby to launch its own meme coin? Oh, give it time. We'll have a Elon baby number 15, 13 in no time. And it'll be there right next to President Milei's Libra coin and Trumpcoin and Hawktua coin. Elon baby number 13 coin. Okay. What would the name of that coin be? Or what will it be? Because it's coming. And you got to wonder how all those memers, what they have done to this market. Because since Trump has listed Trumpcoin, this market has died. Okay, it's like virtually, okay, you want to own an altcoin, you're lighting your money on fire ever since he launched that coin. And we were right around this point. The executive order day, that was it. Executive order, Trumpcoin, all the stuff, right? Ugh. This is just mental illness conceptualized on a chart from beginning of February to now. That's mental illness on a chart, chat. That's what it looks like. I'm losing my mind. Okay, so you got that, and then you just have the standard. It's a range, man. Bro, what's Wyckoff? Who cares about Wyckoff? Let me show you it's just a range. Okay, fine. Rectangle. But what we know about rectangles, still it is, you want to wait to the bottom of the range to have the best argument for risk management, reversals, stop loss. How do you strategize a stop loss? It's really tough. So it's crazy, right? Bitcoin is flat on the day. It has done nothing. It's gone down, it's gone up, but it's nothing. And we got, that's it. There it is. Well, what did we close down? The new day has just begun. Sorry. Time in the chat for the new daily candle. How did Bitcoin look on the weekly? How did it close the week? It was the lowest weekly candle close in a row since since January 6th. This is the weekly. It's nothing. It's like someone would be like double top, but it's not a confirmed double top because you got to break the neckline for it to be confirmed. So it's legit just sideways consolidation that could certainly break upward if we are given the data that would invalidate that Wyckoff distribution. Again, just pump the price to 103, hold, and it was all a bad dream, all this 90 days of sideways chop, okay? That's all we need. But we're not getting it yet, and we gotta wait, man, okay? That's your weekly. Okay, so...
Since we started out on Bitcoin, let's go further into crypto.
Just close the fucking door. Close the door.
Okay, Ethereum. Well, Ethereum, we got that log scale triangle that they're trying to recapture, but they're not. It's just... But someone who in their right mind, I mean, you could say that's a Morningstar reversal last week. Potential. You got to get follow through this week. Well, it's a good start. You got 6 days to go, but still above the 200-week simple moving average. Got the Japanese candle, but I would really like to see us get back above 3K. But, man, that's not going to be easy in this choppy market. But, yeah, I mean, you got to say it's not dead yet. I know it's the worst performer of the big ones. It is by far the worst of the big ones. But, talking about recent memory. But it's crazy how we are just always above the 200 moving average. If we fall below it, we're back above it. So just so much adversity to overcome. But it's interesting about yesterday's price action where what? But again, I don't really think this can give you much solace. It was a bullish engulfing candle on the daily. In fact, that was the highest daily candle close we had received since February 5th. Okay. And if you remember, we do have a completed M shape, which is kind of interesting. Okay, fine, it completed M shape. But it would be prudent to wait for another 2400 test if we were able to get it. That would be nice, really nice. Below the 200 moving average on the daily. See, it's just so much controversy. Could be good, could be bad. You could enter now, whatever. But you just run the risk of, losing, having a 13% drawdown before being able to take a shot at a more reasonable level for risk management. Like at this point, like where you are, it's not really like a great level. You got some peaks and valleys here, but it's really like, how are they correlating price to these levels? Well, it's resistance. Well, it closed below the level today, but you're at the resistance. It is not that clear. And even if they did run it, they could do something like this. They could take this thing to 3,200, 3,300, and then pull it back to that level for a type 2 return. But for now, it's just, we're in that, okay, nice. We've made progress with M shapes, but we don't have forms of confirmation. So we're getting there. Okay. Let's look at XRP. That people were like, whoa, man, this is really good. It's pumping. It did pump. But at the same time, it's like you're staring at an asset that has run up to just go kind of test, up thrust through some overhead resistance from December 7th and 17th. And, below 272... you would just say that, like, below it, really below 265, you know the downside potential is massive. It just is. You're not making a higher high yet since that drawdown. I would just be really cautious. I mean, it could pivot here and just go and just be gone to $5 before you know it. But you really want to see 265 hold here, like really bad, because below 265, history shows you straight up, straight down, a 196 target, and if not 196, 228. So just hope this level holds. This little zone here, I can just paint it for you, a little gray. A touch of gray. Hold that. More, a lot of downside potential. Okay, nice. Better than most. I mean, better than, my God, 99% of all crypto. That's for sure. Yeah, hold it or get wrecked. Here's the one that's really kind of another just like telling story of the day. It was Solana. Ooh, nasty. I mean, you know what just happened on Solana, chat? Lowest daily candle close confirmed since November 5th, since the election. Taking out the candle closes from late December. Yeah, this one was like an M shape completed. Hey, above 190, you got an argument maybe for 260, but below 190, we know for a fact your downside potential is 130. About 30% up, 30% down. Depending on which way this was going to resolve, it seems like it resolved downward. Now, it's not over. Like someone could be like, hey, it's a type 1, type 2 return, but fine. Give me positive candles and then recapture the key levels, because you just can't have any sort of confidence about Solana below 188 really. Now back above that, let's talk about a type 2 return of an M shape here, but very bad. I mean, just tremendous downside potential below 188, 189. That's just how it is. Straight up, down, up, down, up, down. Straight up. Okay, well, breaking it for real. Make your way straight down. And, you know, if not 130, then fine. 158, 156. Look at that, man. Look at that 4 hour on Bitcoin. That is just like straight up. Heart rate monitor. Beep. Pepe flatlining. Oh, my God. Just take me. 92.7 or take me to 100. 2K, 103K, 103, 104 make me really happy. Yeah, I don't know. The Solana not doing well. Decoupled from Ethereum, decoupled from Bitcoin, decoupled from XRP, decoupled from Binance Coin, decoupled from all major market cap cryptos. Kind of weird, right? Yeah, so good luck. Good luck on your Solana. Let's go to BNB that had been V-shaping. What a nice V-shape. Still not making higher highs yet. Still not above the 2021 all-time high. Remember, 691.80, that old high from May 2021. It'd be nice to break that, but the good news on this one, there's just so much potential support below you that this thing could pivot anywhere around there and be fine. So it's looking okay. Looking better than most. Yeah, I mean, like if you think about it, okay, Bitcoin off its all-time highs right now by 12.2%. I wonder what BNB's off. Is it similar? It's down 16% off its highs, so still Bitcoin doing better, relatively speaking. Outperforming Ethereum, outperforming Solana for sure, because Solana, what is it off its high? Holy crap, man. Good God, it's now 40% off its all-time high. And that was 29 days ago. Life comes at you fast in crypto for sure. Okay, we'll look at the big ones. What Dogecoin hits that resistance support, 28 cents, and just kind of rolled over. Again, there's nothing to really do here. There's no confirmation lows. There's no structures yet. There was a short setup, right? But hit two targets of the three. The third target was 17.8 cents. That'd be the exit of the short. It's still active. So it's like you're still just You've exited 66% of the short, and you're just waiting for another markdown to maybe 17.8 cents. But as it stands, I mean, like, looking at it, there's no, like, oh, great argument for a long trade setup right now. There's just not an argument to own it. Momentum is in the hand of the sellers still. You're in a midterm downtrend conceptualized with a parallel channel tool, right? Two trend lines down sloping. Yeah, it's downtrending, consecutive lower highs, lower lows. Yeah, you are doing that. So kind of gross. But then you have ones like Bitcoin Cash. There's a decent amount of these that are completing those M shapes. This is a bullish bat pattern, kind of reacting. I don't think it reacted enough, but it had just crapping out and just right back down to this really important 308, 315 level, like not holding that. It's very bad. Yeah, history there below that. You like a 220 target. You look at this. It's been support before. That's why it was an old trade setup months ago, because we knew the implications of they're recapturing and redefending this level and reconfirming it as support. There could be really good upside. As you can see, this was, again, it was a shark pattern. One test, the second test held. And look what happened after. Implications were the same from what we saw back in 2017, 8 years ago, roughly. So I hope they hold it here, but we don't have a formal confirmation like we did locally back in September, October. I don't think you really have a form of confirmation here. But, yeah, someone wants to take a shot. They can. They better have a stop below 305, though, because I don't think it makes sense to really own Bitcoin Cash below 305. But yeah, you got M shapes completed, so we've made progress, but we're not quite there yet. If you want the true framework, right, the harmonic framework, if I need to just show it to you, I can. I mean, it is out of Scott Carney's textbook, man. Did I not just disable it? Okay. I can just show you. It's very, very simple, okay? Hold on a sec. Ugh, what the heck? Here it is. That is your harmonic framework, right? Well, what the... There we go. Type 1 reaction. Type 2 return. Type 1 typically comes after a 38% retrace from the harmonic's high to low. Right? So, type 1. So still waiting for that reaction to continue, and this would be a good spot for it to react. You have to have Bitcoin positive price action, and just Bitcoin's anemic price action, like terrible. Like, remember, Wyckoff distribution still in full effect. All they did, another last point of supply, buyer-inducing rally. That was the last thing we saw on Friday, on Valentine's Day. Will you be my Valentine Bitcoin? Nah, such a lack of demand on Bitcoin on Friday that the market participants failed and were unable to go test 99,250 to 99,900, 100K, the level that they had been testing from February 4th all the way to the 7th. Not able to do it anymore from the 11th to the 14th. Not really good price action. Not yet. Call me when it gets better. Please. The word anemic, I mean, we can do abysmal or, horrendous or, I don't know. We could say ashen or faint or languid or lifeless or lusterless. Pale.
Shark Anonymous tipped $25. Gamble on Macau? Melco, please and thanks. Merry Dead Prez to you. Folded hands. Celebratory hands in the air. MLCO.
Shark Anonymous, thank you so much, dude. 25. These choppy market conditions. Okay, much love. We'll look at that asset, sure. If it pleases you. Okay, Bitcoin, lusterless price action. Is that better? Put down lusterless. Ad lib it, or we could do Ideolated, chat. Having lost vigor or substance. It could be feeble price action, ideolated Bitcoin price action. Okay, so get wrecked, wordsmiths. Yeah, others where it's like, hey, do we got M shapes completed? Well, here's the thing. I mean, you got algo right here. Are they? They're not really holding. You just had a daily candle close below the level of all levels on this chart. It's so real. Implications below 27.5 cents would be very, very bad. I mean, like 16.6 cents. So all of a sudden, can you trust these alts? You can't trust them right now, especially the ones that aren't at 88% retraces. This is like an incomplete M shape. We still need this one to lose. My God, 40% of its value. Bearish breakdown with candle close confirmed just moments ago. It's disgusting. I don't give a crap if we recapture it. When we do recapture it, let's talk about that being real data. But that doesn't exist yet. The real data is the sellers have recaptured prices below the level with a daily confirmed close. It's not a joke, dude. It's just not. So disgusting. Like, to own Algorand's kind of crazy right now. It doesn't really make sense. I mean, they defended it for a minute, and it was ideolated. Okay, price action. What about Atom, though? Dude, we were going to be Cosmos. Well, the M shape completed, but ideolated price action. Feeble price action. Having lost vigor or substance since we reacted on the 5th or the 3rd. Okay. So no real evidence of the type 1 reaction, which would be a more pronounced run from at least where we are. I think it would go to at least $6, $5.90 before rolling over, and then we'd get something like this, and then okay, then we would have that framework. We just don't have it yet. Dang, man. So what happens? I don't know. Bitcoin goes to 92.7. You know these are going to go retest these scam wick lows, 366. And that would be very bad. That'd be a lot of value lost. Like, what would that mean if, like, Atom goes down to just go test that low again? Whew, dude, that's a 23% drawdown from here. Yeah, that's right. Price action. Yeah. You're right, man. You're right.
All I know is you never had the makings of a varsity athlete.
Avalanche. I mean, you got the M shape completed. It's a perfect 886. They reacted, but you're in between two levels. So it would be nice to wait for another test of the zone and see what happens. As we've seen it happen before, they test this level all the time. I mean, so you got to wait. You don't want to own it. You want to wait till we get another test of 22.44 or $20. And that would mean like the asset would need to lose another 10 to 15 to 18% of its value. So you're just not there yet. Momentum's still in the hands of the sellers, right? What do we mean by momentum? I mean, like, when you look, momentum staying in the hands of the sellers till there's evidence that buyers are recapturing that momentum, and that typically comes with higher lows or springs and back test of springs. See, this arrow pointed to that momentum shift. That was the first higher low we had seen on this asset, at least since May 16th, but you could see it was just bearish consolidation after the buying climax in March last year. So you just don't have any evidence that momentum has shifted into the hands of the buyers yet, even with completed M shapes. Gross. It's like basic attention token, same thing. You got the M shape completed, but no evidence that momentum has shifted yet. You haven't even really reacted.
Etiolated.
price action on basic attention token on all these alts after they've completed their 886s, their M shapes, their bats. This is a Gartley 886. Dot is another like M shape completed, but no evidence that sellers are tired or done selling. Nothing on the oscillators look good on the daily. What's up, Leonardo?
Leonardo D'Oliveira super chatted $49.99. Can we get a look at AMD and Storj?
Storj had a interesting price action this weekend. It was up, man, 15+%. It's up today. My God, look what they're doing. But remember, what were they doing? Oh yeah, that weekly. Remember we talked about the harmonic framework, right? Yeah, this was here. I mean, this was like identified. It's like, dang, this is kind of crazy that they took this back down to the level of all levels. And now on the weekly, we could very well have ourselves with everything we need for a very strong, pronounced rally reversal. It's kind of freaking wild. Divergence is developing now. Yeah, you can't believe it, right? But it's there. And it's so clean. This thing yesterday was at 49 cents, currently at 41, still doing very well, up 8% now. But you just got to think, if this is really happening, isn't your target back to 75 cents? Not many look like this. Storj kind of been in its own world. Yeah, I can't believe it. Wow. I mean, again, right? Is it my opinion or is it by the freaking book? I think you know. It's by the book. I think Leonardo would agree. The M shape completes the type 1 reaction we got on the weekly. And here's the type 2 return. All happening at the strategic level. Okay? Wow. Crazy. Again, not many look like this. And so at the same time, like this could fail, right? It could just dump again. But you aren't in very good market conditions for this because what if Bitcoin goes to 92K? It would be pretty normal. Just as normal as it would be going to 99K. But again, as we talked about, the price action, you have to recognize, in recent price action, the lack of demand, the inability for buyers to be testing levels that they had been testing the previous week. They can't do it right now. And that's kind of ominous. It's not really good, what you want to see. But hey, nevertheless, nice for Storj. Great. Thank you for that super chat, man. AMD, yeah, we can just run to it real quick. Here's stock market futures. They're pretty flat, down 0.11% on the S&P. Dow Jones, same thing. NASDAQ down 0.07%. Russell 2000 down 0.15%. It's not crazy. Nothing really going on there. Understandably so, right? With the holiday. Hold on, what? Okay. Yeah, AMD he asked for, right? Advanced Micro Devices, Lisa Sue. Sube, we call her. Well, we had, a piercing line reversal in January and it failed, and that was Black Swan event, the deep seek, whatever, Chinese AI. But we did just have, on AMD, a bullish inside bar confirmed. It's potential, though. We need follow-through next week. The issue is the price action's terrible. The price action's really bad because it's like 120, 119. We know so well. It's just not a joke on the daily. It's a candle high close from August 2021. It's just a very... Look what happens when bearish price action occurs here. What you get. Even here, look at the beautiful, like the up thrust, then the back test of up thrust before the drawdown to $94, $97. Well, you're getting that same freaking price action now. What was once resistance is now being confirmed 2 weeks in a row as resistance. And this week, yeah, maybe we're inside barring, and that could usher in a reversal. But when you are below 119, history tells you $98 to $94 is on deck. The only way that becomes not the case is if buyers come in and we recapture 122, then we have upside to 132. You break that, then you got 160, 157, 160. But yeah, you do have to just pay attention to this price action right now. That's not good. But yeah, a glimmer of hope for a potential reversal. We'll see how the inside bar plays out this week. You better pray. That's all I can say. Okay. Yeah, you be at this point, like you can't, right? At this point, it'd probably be prudent to wait to $94 to $98, and then we could find some constructed pattern there, like a double bottom, inverse head and shoulders, or violation, recapturing the spring back test, something like that. Because you were below the 200-week moving average. When's the last time the AMD's been below its 200-week moving average? It's been over 2 years now since we were below that level. So. And we're crossing it bearishly. We're not like recapturing it, you know, like not great. Okay. Am I rhyming? You serious? Okay. So that's your AMD. That was a request. All right. Did we even have another request? I think we did. Macau. Gamble on Macau. What is this? Is this some sort of new video game? Dude. Melco Resorts. Oh, okay. Wow. Oh my God. Well, we've been here before. And you want to talk about the framework and the type 2? You might very well have a type 2 return signal candle. That's incredible. It's up 9% on Friday, up 13.59% on the week. But dang, man, we've been here before. And where is all this? This is where you want to see it. From this low point of 2009 to the high point of 2014, you're at a 98, 95% retrace. Great levels to be identifying harmonic reversals. This is spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. Hold on a sec. Okay. Yeah. I mean, someone could argue divergence, convergence here. Wow. Wow. Dude. And then you got an M shape right here anyway. So it was a type 1 reaction. It happened. And maybe, just maybe, we have a type 2 return occurring. You have some gaps here. Maybe you get lucky and we fill them. But I would think at this point, 484 is a big level, right? I think you're really valid with this setup until you fall below 484. Then it's like, what are we doing? Like, it's kind of stupid. Doesn't make sense anymore. Like a strong argument for way lower prices, but above $5, man, you're in really good shape here. So I would, right? Like if this is gonna hold, easy target of 888. Which, what does that mean? I mean, that's just a cool 42% upside. But if you're talking about aggressive harmonic trading, those aggressive harmonic traders go for the high point, the top of the harmonic, the C point, A point. So if this was actually going to catch a resounding rally and be the bottom, you're talking 126 to 131% upside. Incredible. Okay, so this is stuff that where you have low risk, high reward opportunities, right? The probability of this crashing out way lower is much lower. Because we just talked about it, 98% retrace from 2009 low to that 2014 high. And now you got remember, it's all about the framework, and you've got it. And it's on the daily. Think about how long it took for this pattern to be painted from its lowest point to possibly its type 2 return. Now, it took 1,000 days. 1,000 days. What were we doing 1,000 days ago, man? Over, what is that, 3 years ago? Almost 3, whatever, here and there. Joseph, that's great, man. I hope it all works out, though, you know. See, like, you know, hey, man, I was able to tell someone about something. Remember, this is the numbers game. Okay, you're continuously applying the framework, which gives us a marginal edge, a greater than 50% chance. So therefore, we know you could, hey, you got a 70% chance of an outcome. You still have a 30% chance you could lose. You can have pocket aces and still get cracked. So it's not about the one trade, it's about the many, but it's about applying the framework over and over and over again. Yeah, someone new would be coming in and being like, okay, I'm going to take this one trade setup and I'm going to go all in. And what if that trade setup fails, but the next 3 do phenomenal? They'll be like, TA sucks. This is stupid. Like, well, you're not doing it right. You're not showing the proper position sizing per trade. You have no expectations about these setups. This looks so good here, but could fail. It just, right now, we're identifying a framework that increases our probability of a way more pronounced rally. That's all this implies. Doesn't mean it's certain. That's good, Joseph. That's good. Hey, Farrell, that's right. Please respect the TA or be destroyed. No cap. Okay, so wonderful, man. Wonderful to see it. Yeah, we've been looking at some that are just kind of insane. Like, you can't even believe it. Like iRobot, man. Like, this is... Yeah, they pulled it back on Friday. But stuff like this, it's valid until they take it below probably 655. But this is the composite operator's signature. You got the composite, man. Go ahead and buy some more iRobot. Right, he's the man behind the curtain. Pulling the cogwheels. He's accumulating. Just like he did on Coinbase, like he did on Robinhood, like he did on ACHR. He's here. We're watching him. And who knows how long it'll take. He can take as much time as he needs. He's got unlimited capital. Unlimited capital to spend his time absorbing supply at these levels. Such low price. But eventually, you give me like, it could be a year. You just probably won't have the patience for it. Could be a year and a half, 18 months before we see 2350 gap fill from January 2024. It could take a long time, man, but this is beautiful stuff. Like one valley, the second valley, these two valleys is the third valley. 1, 2, 3, and this is what's really good about iRobot, and I'm just going to keep bringing it up, man, because it's so good.
Storj tip $27.21. Hey Mitch, can you look
Hey.
at $LFMD? Thanks. 0.01000000 ETH.
Storj, thanks for 2721. Yeah, we'll look at that. Okay, LFMD or yes. Okay. So I just want you to look real quick at the subtle strength, the subtle signal, okay? Not just the local confirmation low on the third valley, unreal. But it's like more important. It's like what makes this so godlike, okay, is 716. This level right here, this yellow line. Let me just tell you, there was so much demand that the sellers were unable to push the price to that level again on the third. Too much demand. What is that level? The level of all effing levels. 2008, 2009. That was where the sellers tried. And then they failed in April of 2009. And then what happened to iRobot? It ended up going on a run that didn't stop until, well, really didn't stop till 2019. Then COVID. Well, it wasn't even COVID then. COVID, this was long before, obviously double top here and the gap down on earnings. And this is the COVID crash, but then they recovered it and went to all-time highs. But that is where you are, and that is where you're looking to take longs, okay? That's exactly what happened on GameStop before all the kitty guy stuff, okay? Let me show you. I mean, we have evidence in the Discord to go through the archives, but right here, it's the same thing, okay? Just hear me out for the education and the value that you covet from this stream, all right? So key level, 80, 93 cents. It was different because they've split and stuff. But let me just show you real quick. Let's just go back. There it is. It's 2003 swing low, okay? February 2003. And then here it was, right? They violated the level, recaptured it, and then they reconfirmed its validity July 20th, 2020. And that only after that spring back test. One day, you got one effing day. But we identified it. Took you all the way up, man. How many percentage points? I don't even freaking know. It's crazy. It's psychotic.
Mitch, love you. Thoughts on idiomatic price action?
Beach ain't doing things.
Good God.
Anonymous tip $25. I would also like to revisit NNDM Nano Dimension. Thanks for all you do and teaching how to fish. Folded hands. Fire. Pepe PLS Party Parrot.
Thank you for the party parrot, Shark Anonymous 25. We'll look at NNDM. Okay. GameStop after that spring back test, chat, went up pretty much 13,000% in 142 days. So I just showed you iRobot did the exact same spring back test just like a couple weeks ago. And you're just down here hanging out. Confirm bottom. Your probability for upside is very high. So that's something, and it's like, okay, whatever. I don't like iRobot, man. Okay, cool, but those are the things you're going to be looking for. If you're an analyst, trader, and you're scanning through thousands of charts, that's the stuff you want, man. They violated the level. They recaptured it. Oh, well, they reconfirmed it, but it was a 2009 low. Holy God. GameStop right here looks pretty good, too. Wow. Remember, this is still an active trade setup. It hit target 1 at 29.75. You know, target 2 was 46.50, so it's still legit valid. It never even come close. It never even got close to the stop loss. Target 1 real fast, and it's just been chopping, pulling back above the 200-day moving average. I'm just looking at it because we were here, right? But
Primate super chatted $49.99. Can we look at Wayfair earnings Thursday? Thanks for giving us such great time. The Citadel has been such a breath of fresh air. Everyone's is here to better themselves and make Dundies. Cheers.
damn, Primate, man. Yeah, dude, Leroy Jenkins. Oh, much love, man. Yeah, we'll look at Wayfair. W. And then Financial Capital said, thoughts on idiomatic price action? Is idiomatic real? I mean, we want
Ideolated.
idiomatic. Did you really say idiomatic? Hold on.
Idiomatic.
Using, containing, or denoting expressions that are natural to a native speaker or appropriate to the style of art or music associated with a particular period, individual, or group.
Idiomatic.
I don't think that is proper word. Financial Capital reserves. Market memorations. You kidding me, man? We're going to take this to another level of wordsmithing. Dude, it's going to be like... I think y'all going to know this sound clip. Yeah, dude, it's like, okay, guess what we just all did together, chat? We just leveled up, all right? Skyrim, old thing. Some of you nerds, fellow nerds, we'll get that. Anyway, yeah, so Bitcoin not looking good, right? Right now, 95.6. I mean, come on, dude. It's a new day. Shouldn't we hold here? No, nothing. This is trash market. It's 92.7 or 99.3. That's what you want. You don't have it, so oof. Okay. Well, the next request was LifeMD. Oh, I forgot. We didn't look at total, but I got total 2, so that means
I like turtles. I like turtles.
we like 2 totals, but unfortunately,
There's bears out here.
I have problems. I have issues with total 2. Total 2 is the aggregate of the entire cryptocurrency market, excluding Bitcoin, okay? And until we're above 1.27 trillion, I have major problems, okay? Like, wow, holy crap, bad issues here. Resistance, major reversal crash, reversal pretty much just destroyed, right? You are now correlating negatively to that same level where the implications were this, like, I mean, a bearish back test of this level equaled, okay, either 31% loss in value or, okay, we did it here. Oh, okay, you just lost 64% of your value. Okay, here you ended up losing over, 7 months, lost 43% of your value. Now you're just doing it again. And it's just, I have problems with that. I just have an incomplete M shape looking A here. I'm sorry. I just don't know how you could be anything but cautious in crypto. Like, you'd have to be like, okay, I'm going to do a short. I'm going to be short on total 2. And my stop loss will be at 1.29 trillion. I'm going to let this thing ride on down back to $1 trillion. I mean, I would do, like, you just can't give a crap about this until it does something like this again, okay? Give me a form of confirmation. This is awful. Like, this is the worst thing you could ever dream of, okay? Now, hey, if we recapture 1.27, we're good. It was all a bad dream. No big deal. Maybe we're going to 1.46 trillion. But until then, you got to say, screw crypto, excluding Bitcoin. Screw it, man. That's the line in the sand for me, okay? I get support. Oh, it's resistance now. What are you kidding me? Hello? Anyone get what I'm saying?
I have some evidence Nightmare Pig could be in this area.
Yikes. I think that was just important for people to see because, you know, dude, there's hope, man. There's a chance that, here's your total market cap. I just like totals one time. This includes Bitcoin, not near as bad. Just still range bound. 3.04 trillion might be on deck again. A little bit of downside. I mean, why would it stop? Why would it not just go down for another test? 2.5, 2.6% downside. Okay. All right, so I forgot about totals, so I just knocked it out real quick. Let's go to the next request. Y'all still here, chat? We good? I know it's like the worst market conditions when it's flat like this. Come back to the stream when it's fun. You know, we have 6:30 here. We normally have double this when the market conditions are better. But dead markets, flat markets, terrible for streaming, right? It's just terrible. Wow. You know. God. We'll go to the weekly here. Good God. Okay. This is very interesting. Okay. I actually think this is very interesting. Okay. So LifeMD, which is health services, medical nursing services, up 5% on Friday. It was up 17% last week. Some really good price action correlation to a zone over the past month or two. This is wild. Look, so, you know, this level here, this is manufactured, my God, back 1988, 1990. Price action correlation 2017. So what did they do? They recaptured it. Really nice price action here before the first run. But they've pulled it back, and they're positive price action correlation. What was once resistance is flipped to support. And they pull it back, and we talked about price action. There was such a lack of selling pressure. Those sellers failed to see 427. You know it's real. I just showed you. 1988, they tested it here successfully. Big engulfing candle. They pulled it back. Not this time. Too much demand. Too strong. Too much accumulation, so sellers relented, and this huge run, highest weekly candle close seen on LifeMD since June 10th of last year. And you're getting close to another big level here, 795. I don't think it's that big of a deal on the weekly, as much as it would be maybe on the daily. Yeah, I think it's like, I have 795 because of the daily, but I think that $8. You break that, you got a 1070 target, but the trend, you know, here are your lows. Here's a higher low, March 2023, an 886. I mean, it's almost like a scuffed M shape. That's really nice. Okay, so unfortunately, this should have been maybe requested January 21st or 27th week, right? It's a run. It's kind of frothy now. I mean, my God, think about it. It's up 36, 34% in 2 weeks. Ugh, kind of tough there, right? It's almost like you have a 113 shark pattern with a type 2 return. You'd be open-minded here. Think about X, A, B, C, D. My God, it's a freaking shark. It's a 113 shark. How beautiful. But, you got to love this higher low, man. The failure from sellers to test that 1988 inflection point. So, yeah, I mean, how do you manage your risk now? Yeah, you can't. You'd have to just be DCAing in the whole way down at this point and hoping we pull back and we get a third valley or something. You just hope that we get the rule of 3 and then, all right. But, yeah, you're kind of asking me to analyze an asset that's up, again, 34% in 2 weeks on the stock market. Tougher. But very nice. Anything above 430 is unreal good. Kaioken!
Kayakin tipped $25. Hi Kayakin here, can we take a look at SEZL says?
SEZL says. Yeah, so anyway, that's LifeMD. Hype in the chat, good looking asset, good trend, M shape, good price action. If you flipped it though, it's the worst thing ever. Oh my God. Completing a W shape from a 1988 resistance. It's a resistance again, and there's such a lack of demand from buyers that they could not test that support again. It's rolling over, lowest close since June of last year, 7-month lows. Oh God, right? Look out below. Terrible trend, but it's good news is it's not opposite day. This is real life. Yeah, flipping it gives you perspective sometimes. This is beautiful. Okay. Hype in the chat. Takes time to find stuff too that looks like that. NNDM for Sharknonymous. Heart rate monitor much? Well, maybe though. I mean, accumulation schematic going on, quite possibly. Anything above 214 to 210 is solid. You think about what's happening. It's like a big old 886, right? You got the magic number. If you're new, understand how do we perceive value via technicals, right? By looking at a chart, is typically Fibonacci from previous major lows to highs. We see 88% retraces. Right, the asset from its low to its high loses 88% of its value. And when it does that over a long period of time, that is where we look for accumulation structures to develop. That's where like the potential for way more downside is just not as high as it would be on an asset that's at a 50% retrace, 38%, 61%. 886 is where you're looking for, again, Wyckoff accumulation, inverse head and shoulders, ascending triangles, falling wedges, all kinds of structures to develop for potential reversals. And you're kind of here, but my God, dude, this is really rough. Because this thing's been going May of 2022. How many days have you been confined within this little range? This huge range? 1,000 days. Whew. It's rough, man. Real rough. So that's the issue with something like this, where it's been at this 886 for so long, a value perceived area, but it's been pinned for 3 years. Really, getting on 3 years. But yeah, I mean, I guess if someone wants to enter now after 1,000 days, they better just have a protective stop below $2 maybe and let it ride eventually. Someone could say it maybe is like a descending triangle, and that's cool too. Yeah, you definitely have a descending triangle structure, which people would think is inherently bearish, but no. When you're identifying descending triangles at 88% retraces, I mean, you could easily break upwards. Okay, so measured move, if it broke upwards, right, from the size, from the lowest point of the structure to the highest point of the structure, from the breakout, if it broke out, let's say in a few weeks, your target would be 430. Now, if it broke downward, you can measure the move downward. I think it's less probable that a 100% measured move be coming downward, but the 100% measured move going down would take it all the way down to that April 2020 COVID crash low. So that's the way you look at it. Okay. Yeah, trying to identify a bearish descending triangle at an 88% retrace, major 886 is, you just don't, it's not there. I mean, but hey, we know you have an argument to not own the asset below 217 due to the implications of where this would probably go. 130 first and then 63 cents. So you're good above 217. And again, if you were targeting 428, okay? Oh my God, no way. How long has the screen been on? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Okay, I was talking about the descending triangle, and I was talking about, right, you have a valid argument to own the asset above 217. Below 217, your argument deteriorates, and you might be looking at way lower prices, but hey, that's a long way off. And if this descending triangle broke out to the upside, then again, your target measured move would be 430. Sorry, just reiterating what I just said, but with visuals, my bad. Sorry. God. Yeah, it's Monday, dude. So sorry, man. Garbage chart, 1,000 days of chop, but hey, man, chop comes to an end. And what do we know about, structures like this? The closer they get to the apex, which the apex is when the two lines meet, right? When they converge right here. This is 85% of the way through its development over 1,000 days. So we have an elevated probability. You're just getting to an elevated probability where resolution will be coming, whether it be a break upward or down. So you can see it. That's a beautiful, beautiful descending triangle. Nearing resolution. Okay. So that was NNDM for Sharknonymous, and then Wayfair for Primate. Wayfair. Same thing. Same type of chop city at really nice retrace. 98, 99% retrace in the previous low from COVID. The COVID crash to the highest point in January 2021. Same thing where you are making higher lows locally. As you can see right here. Right, the buyers are defending this 39.24 level here and here, and you're holding up. So, and I guess you're on really kind of a breakout watch from 2015 and 16. Yeah, above that level could be a really quick ride up to like $80, or at least the previous high from like July 2022. So it really is $50 a major psychological level, but you can see implications above that, straight up to $80. Breaking that straight to almost 80, straight to 80. Not as good now, but yeah, I mean, you're the basement for sure. 88% reach. Like, let me show you using that Fibonacci again. That's exactly where you are right now. You're at the 886 level. Well, I guess you're kind of below it. A little below it. All right, $60. You're at 49. But yeah, it's really choppy. It's not the best at all. Not the best at all. You don't really have a completed M shape here either. So I guess you're okay above $39. If you break 50, I think you'd be targeting for $76. And that's it. Okay, so is the framework there? Not really. But I do like, you just got to think about price action, right? What's happening? Well, in October 2022, in March 2023, Sellers were able to push the price to $29.85, $30 both times. Then you got a nice rally in May of 2023 that concluded in July 2023, and then the selling pressure took over. Why? Because you hit an overhead resistance, a level back from 2017. It's been support before crashing. So resistance, too much supply up there. So buyers relented, right? And the sellers took back over and pushed the price all the way down to $39. But hey, this time they were unable to push the price to the level they had been pushing it to easily in October 2022, March 2023. Then a rally occurred, but lower highs now. Now you're selling off and you're testing it once, testing it twice. And it's like all of a sudden, is it being confirmed now that there are more market participants still involved with this asset on Wayfair than we saw in May of 2023, November 2022? I would say, yeah, it's been confirmed. And then that is a valid form of confirmation until sellers breach the price to $39.24. So you're good, and like your argument is good for accumulation and confirmation of that until you see the price on Wayfair fall below like $39, $37.50. Okay. So that would be your line in the sand on Wayfair. Okay. It's all about price action, man. This is not just candles up and down. It's all about psychology of buyers and sellers. I'm just doing the best I can to articulate to you the psychology of those buyers and sellers, right? And hopefully that's giving value to you on your trading journey. Maybe, maybe not. Oh. That was Wayfair. Next request was Kaioken. SEZL. SEZL Incorporated, kind of funny. Well, yeah, here we go. This isn't really that. Not much to do here. Yeah, not too much to do here. That's a newer stock. Been out since August 2023, I guess when it IPO'd. And just kind of found a bottom, a floor of this peak from October 2024. It flipped to support. They just defended it. They were just kept testing. The sellers finally relented. The buyers taking back over. And you did on Friday have your highest daily candle close since December 6th. And you would think it's kind of like a confirmed double bottom. Where this is the peak, this is one bottom, this is the second bottom. And your target, I think, would be 433. Like if it's a real breakout. Cookie.
Alan tipped $26.50.
Cookie.
Please can we look at cookie/US on Bybit 0.1500000000 Sol.
Chat, he wants cookie coin. Have we ever looked at cookie? We looked at bake. We looked at cake. Before we've looked at other food, burger coin. Looked at what other food cryptos have we looked at? Cake and bake are the big ones from yesteryear. Super Scales Animals, thanks for that 99 cents. Overshot it. Thanks, dude. Pancake. Well, cake is pancake, dude. Same thing. Win tiramisu coin. Win bananas Foster coin. If you want to know, my favorite dessert of all time would be.
Can we look at SMCI on the weekly?
Super micro. Yeah, we can look at it. Mr. Seether. Sorry about the seeds, dude. Stop seething. Seeing versus seething. Thanks. Cream isn't really a. Cream is an ingredient that would make us, something. So yeah, on something like this, there's no way to manage your risk. Okay, the thing's up. If you were gonna manage your risk, it would be somewhere at 227. That's it. And there was a lot of price action that could trigger stop losses, get people out before it started running. Very tough here. But yeah, that's where you are. If all stayed, if they continued to rally it, the next overhead resistance 431.85. That's that candle high close from November of last year. That's about it. You've confirmed a bottom, and you're trying to run now. And that's it. Okay. Cookie coin, I guess, is next. Bitcoin 95,600. Cookie coin. I've never done this, dude. Okay. Wow, it's everywhere. Cookie coin on Bybit. Oh yeah. Let's see here. Oh my god. Okay, very cool. Very cool. All right, Bybit, what are you doing, dude? Cookie coin spot? Ah, god, dude. They've taken it to a level, I guess, sure, back from its inception 7 months ago. But I don't think it's completed an 886. Hold on, sorry. Yeah, well, Cookie Coin just kind of engulfed bearishly. No action to take till we see 12.5, 14.3 cents. The only thing you could hope for is something like this. Like that, then if you have that, then let's talk. But not until then. The 200 moving average, there's nothing on the oscillators that imply there's a reversal that's going to be. This is done, man. That's a buyer-inducing rally most likely. You don't touch this, chat. You don't touch it until we see positive price action correlation, 12.5, 14.3 cents. And then I'd still be cautious because it's called Cookie Coin and you need an 886 to really like assets. Well, I guess it's near an 886, but it never tested it. 886 is actually like 11 cents. Oh yeah, sorry dude. Could go in meh. I would wait. Definitely wait. That was your Cookie Coin. Next one was SMCI. Super Micro. Oh my goodness. Wow. So we had an 886 and then earnings killed it, but pretty much it was almost like a 100% M-shaped type 2 return. This thing's great, up 13%. Highest daily candle close since October 30th. Bottoming out. I mean, the closer you are to $30 and $35, the closer you are to an optimum risk management level. So we take it to 200, we pull back, we get like one more, something like this. Oh my God. If you got that, man, that would be a trade setup. That would be a 3 rising valleys, classic accumulation structure on the daily that is proportionate, textbook. You get something like that. See, you're like, this is nice, man, but no back tests yet, right? They have recaptured such an undeniable level that no one in the market, in the world, would argue with the existence of this 35.74 swing high from August 2023. That was it, right? So they recaptured it and they gapped it up, and that gap's still unfilled. There's multiple gaps unfilled. So you would really want for a check back. Market participants love to make sure something's real. So we don't know if this is a real support yet. So I would think like they might keep it going, but you want to pull back that would give us some gap fills, but also real strong confirmation that what was once a resistance support is support again. So that's what I would wait for and hope for. We don't know if it's going to ever happen, but that's what you would dream of, okay? 2 birds, 1 stone. Fill gaps and then check back and retest a key level to confirm its validity as support when they haven't yet. But nice 1 bottom, 2nd bottom. I like that. That's pretty strong, man. Nice stuff, dude. On Super Micro. Dr. Fish.
Dr. Fish dipped $25. Hi Mitch, could you take a look at REI with thanks?
Yeah, we'll look at REI on Wrapped Ether. Scam coin? You know it. Okay. I think that was next anyway. Yeah. Dr. Fish, thanks for 25. We've been live now, hour 19 minutes. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button, the bell, that sub. Thanks for being here. Still got a few people here. I mean, right? I mean, almost 600 still. It's just, yeah, man, this is what happens. Chop markets, viewership dies. I mean, typically I have like 1,000 plus people watching. It's just, ugh. Call me when the chop ends. I mean, look what happened. Chop markets induce streamers to go crazy. Look what happened to BitBoy Crypto. Dude had like a crazy one of the craziest meltdowns in the history of YouTube a few days ago. That's what this market does to people. They go nuts. People start scam coins. Look, you know, like Argentina and Trump. I mean, my God, we got to start scam coins. Whew. Dr. Fish, you want scam coin, okay?
Anonymous tipped $25 OM/USDT on OKX monthly/weekly. Is this now number 22 scam coin? 7 billion market cap, ever going back to 2 cents where it belongs? Shorts may win one day, but when?
Anonymous will look at OM on OKX on the monthly, weekly. We'll look, dude. Soon this is what someone wanted. They wanted REI on wrapped ether. What's the 886? I don't think, I mean, you seem like you're more to 786. You may not quite be there. And then it's like, is this the swing low? Okay, 886. I mean, look, man, for me, it's kind of just like something on wrapped ether, on Uniswap, P3 base. It might be at an 886, but you got to realize you're dealing with a scam within a scam within a scam. It's almost like, how about just buy iRobot? Let's just keep it chill, man. Like, go buy the spring back test from 2009 iRobot, or this is crazy. I don't see even a type 1 reaction. It's like many others, right? Like many other S coins that have hit their 886s, their M-shaped completions, but they have not even reacted really. They're just sitting there. Could be bear flagging, getting ready to dump to 2000. How could you be surprised if that happened? Like, I would never touch this, just being real with you. Like, kind of, but yeah, who knows? Maybe it pivots here. Trumpcoin, you know what? Thank you for the super chat, but Trumpcoin is effed. Well, I don't know. Didn't it pump recently, Mex? Nah, it's bad. It's very bad. Bearish engulfing candle confirmed yesterday. That's a buyer-inducing rally, right? The asset off the lows. I mean, it went up 70% in 2 days, and look at it now. I think we're probably waiting for, I don't know did they split? I don't know why my data's effed up here. But 950. Yeah, you wait for like, I don't even know why I have 950 there. The data keeps changing. I don't know. Anything, it's a rug pull. Definitely. And there's still no, I mean, if you wanted to smoke the most opium ever that you might overdose and have to go to the hospital, I guess above 1590 would be your line in the sand. If you fall below 1590, it's lights out. See you at $10. But yeah, this was straight up a rug pull, like a legal rug pull. Enriched the insiders and the creators of this coin, and everyone else rugged. But at least we can say since February 2nd to now, a bottoming base is being put in, maybe. But I think like you would probably want $7. That candle open, fill that gap kind of down there. Yeah, I mean, it'll recover if Bitcoin recovers. Like, hey, look, Bitcoin's at 95.9, so all right, let's say they hold 95.6 here, and we run to 100K, then it's probably going to run. I mean, it'll probably have a nice run if Bitcoin recovers. But if Bitcoin remains
ideolated,
if Bitcoin remains ideolated in its price action, and then ends up running to 92.7, this thing's cooked, man. We're going right back down to 1440 to test that. So you're safe above 1590. Oh my god, this is a fun stream. It is a fun stream. Yeah, I think, okay, so OM for anonymous. OM. Yeah, well, this one's quite anomalous. This is the most anomalous crypto. My God, what have they done? What the beep? The question was, can we look at the weekly and monthly on this? Number 22 scam coin. Nice. Oh man, this is like, you're just asking to lose money. I don't know. Like, right? Again, you're here to learn the framework and where to identify that framework is at key inflection points from history so we can manage our risk optimally. You can actually have a strategy in setting up a stop loss. You have an argument to not own an asset below a key level. But we identify the structures at those key levels to increase our probability more than 50%. But when you have assets that are just run away like this, there's nothing I can do. Like I can be like, that's cool. This is nice. $8 psychological resistance. You're in price discovery. $9, $10. Is it ever going back to 2 cents? Anything and everything is possible in crypto. But I'll tell you this. When the rug finally gets pulled, it will be a slaughter of all slaughters. The pigs will come home to roost, all right, and get wrecked. But nice for now. Yes, you said the monthly. Here's your monthly. You wanted it. Number go up. But yeah, stuff though that is up like this tends to not stay up. It tends to end. Shooting star reversal on the monthly. Orange juice futures we're looking at, right? The commodity of orange juice. Frozen orange juice concentrate futures. Down 28.49% on this month, 10 days to go. They outthrusted through that rising wedge. And they even gave us a bearish back test of the rising wedge breakdown. And it's just been crashing. Non-stop route. But man, the run before it was just godlike. Remember, classic accumulation structure, positive above that 200 moving average, recapturing levels, reconfirming them as support, higher lows, just great trend, and then it just got nuts, and then it finally concluded. We talk about the apex of structures. Look how deep this was in this wedge before it finally resolved. It was 95% of the way through the development of this wedge. So, yeah. Anonymous, I wish I could help you, man. There's just no edge. You don't know when it'll end. It's crazy. It's cool. But, yeah, that's it, man. Don't eat a cat, man. Don't do it. I'll send you to Gitmo if you eat a cat, all right? That's the rules. Good stream. Good stream today. Remember Bitcoin heart rate monitor for 3 months now. You were in a zone right now. Okay, this Coinbase chart in between again 92.7 and 99.3 to 100K. As you can see, why it's there, how many times we've tested as support, resistance, most recently resistance, but then unfortunately more recently the buyers were unable to test it as resistance again. And that's why it's kind of worrisome price action, but it doesn't mean like we're screwed, because look, the sellers are also unable to go test 92.7, so you are as neutral as you could effing get. But if you did go to like, you know, something like the 60-minute, something did kind of change, right? Lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. All these highs are all lower than these highs. You stopped making lower lows. So that is a very new development on the very insignificant time scale, right? This 95.7 level. I would think 95.7 and, well, what the 95.7 to 96.1, right? These swing lows here, right? You're testing, violating lower low. Then all of a sudden a higher low than this low. And all of a sudden this low is rivaling the same low as this low. So they, like, you know, there is a level, a battleground that's going on insignificant time scales. And if they could maybe defend that, maybe you got something going on. Maybe they're trying to reverse the short-term downtrend. The short-term downtrend's been intact since 21st of January. But yeah, I mean, but if like all of a sudden, you know, I get off stream and in a few hours we start rolling over below 95.7, it's like you could just imagine 92.7's on deck, and we'll see what the buyers are made of down there, because the buyers down there have been undefeated on the daily. The buyers cannot be defeated at 90K. So that might just be where the final battle must be had again. But right now, battle going on in between these two levels. Interesting. Jesse, I'll never do a Mitch coin. I'm never make one, man. It doesn't have, there's no point. It's just, it's like taking the one ring for yourself. It's like you can't wield the power. It's out of your control. Only bad will come if I was to create a crypto coin and try to promote it to you. Even if I held, somehow it would still get effed up and ruin my integrity and ruin my reputation, right? I mean, what's the point of not monetizing for 7 years just to make a crypto coin in 2025? Get out of here, you know? Okay, so that's where we are. Okay, Bitcoin did, with confirmation, I believe, or did it not? Dude, it's so close. I think it matters even. No, it didn't. Okay, lowest close since February 11th. So everything, you know, it's choppy. Can't manage your risk here. Flipping coins, hoping the coin lands on tails because it never fails, and we're at 100K tomorrow. But you just got to recognize how coin flippish this market is, okay? And that's okay. Remember, 60% appreciation in value in 5 weeks. Yeah. So appreciate the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. It's been a great stream. The moves will return, man. This terrible
Etiolated
price action will not continue. We will get resolution. A big impulse down or up is coming. You just gotta stick with it and stay patient. We're hoping for higher prices because we love Bitcoin. Financial freedom. So I'll be back. Until next time, respect the TA.
Carolina. I have some evidence Manbear Pig could be in this area.
I don't know, sir.
And then, just like that,
Adios, turd nuggets.